Let's see if I can make this in 1 second. On. Hi, everyone. Coming in. Say hello. Come on in. Say hello. Come on in. Say hello. Hi, everyone. Hello, TikTok family. Hello, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, and Instagram. I said TikTok already. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Okay, let's see. Come on in. Say hello when you come on. Okay, I can do like this. How was everybody's weekend? Good evening, Timmy Talk. How are you doing? Hi, everyone. Coming in. Let's see. Okay. This has been taken care of. So it's a good thing when you can go at the end of the day. Like, I'm good, Shimon. That's good. Alrighty. Hello, Blue Trillions. How you doing? Hi, everyone. I know. Let me see. Let me see if I can make this a bit brighter. That would make, okay, that makes a difference. Oh, that makes much difference. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. Yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight, actually. Thank you, Nutrients. How are you? All right, people, let's talk immigration. Let me see if I can do this on okay, that's good. I think that made a big difference. Hi, everyone. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, all four. This is Attorney Abisola Adipola Olale, immigration attorney. You all know the whole gist, everything. It doesn't matter what state you're in. We can represent you in any state. I am doing well. How about yourself? Good evening, BJ. How are you doing? Um, if you have an immigration case that we can help you with, contact information is 334-341-4475. That is the same number you can text us to. It's the same number on WhatsApp. Says as usual, and it's always hello, Sammy Groovy. Please share. Sharing is caring. Share and invite your friends. Next time we have live, everyone needs to invite at least one person with them. Deal? Deal, everyone? Okay. Thank you, Eleanor's Sanctuary. You are the absolute best every single time. Every single time. And I do not take you for granted. Thank you. I appreciate you very, very much. Once again, it's 334-341-4475. Visit our website at olalealawfirm.com. You can send us an email through the law firm website. I always say my website is one of the simplest websites you'll ever browse because I am someone who I have the attention span of a 2-year-old. So, and I know there's a lot of people like me. So if I'm looking through something and I don't, find what I'm looking for right there, you're gonna lose my attention. So it is very, very easy to navigate. You can contact us there on all 4 social media platforms. Put in at Olale Immigration, and they can also send us DMs on our social media platforms as well. Once again, our number is 334-341-4475. Thank you, Illinois Sanctuary, LLALawfirm.com. And if you're on YouTube and Instagram, YouTube and Facebook, it's on the screen, the contact information, website, and phone number. And do you speak Yoruba? Yoruba. Yoruba, no. But my Yoruba has K-leg. Yoruba really K-leg. I was doing the consultation with somebody today, and the person was speaking Yoruba fluently, and I got when I get real serious, I cannot make any sense in Yoruba language. It doesn't make any. I just have to switch to English. Like, who are we kidding? There's no reason to deceive anybody. But anyway, let's talk immigration. So I studied this year that when we started this year, can you all believe we're already in February? One thing about the month of February, apart from the fact that it's the shortest month, yes, it makes sense that it may be the fastest month, but January comes around. January takes forever to go through. You have bills, you got school tuition, you're just getting over spending all the money you made the whole year for Christmas, and then the month just stays. It does not move. But February comes along and it's like, let's go. What's going on? Let's keep it rolling, right? Thank you, Timmy Talkway. I told you that I don't like a lot of clothes. We are like, it feels like summer in Alabama. Like, I literally everybody's in shorts today, and I know we're gonna pay for it next week. It's an erratic weather we have in the South. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Hey, who wants to be my Valentine's? I'm free. Valentine's Day is what? A week from today? Oh, I'm working. I have court date. Well, that's in the morning. And I'll see you guys later that evening. Like, y'all who don't have Valentine to go have dinner date with, y'all come hang with me. But anyway, this evening we are tackling questions. So like I said, beginning of the year, I was saying that I would try to do every third live, have questions so that we can get as many questions answered. And so that would be a live, but unless, some immigration, next Tuesday, some immigration thing comes up and I have to, we have to talk about that. But for the most part, we will. Oh, that is you. Who knew? It's amazing what you find, because I don't know who everyone is with your username. So that is you that we spoke today, right? Oh, I'll be damned. Okay. Anyway, I digress. So let's talk immigration. Once again, if you need to contact us and you need our help, it's 334-341-4475. All righty, let's give some more time for everyone to come in. I know a lot of people already started, so I'm going to come back to YouTube and Facebook. Y'all need to come in more. Oh, what's my glasses? What's my glasses? What's my? I ain't deceiving nobody. Let me wipe it real quick because today has been a day. I had to get several packages out today, and the review. I think I still have a headache from this morning, but I'm always so happy when I have, like, I set out, because each day, obviously we have a lot of cases, so I have to prioritize what case has to go out. Do we have an asylum case deadline we have to meet? Talking about asylum case, I just remembered something. And so those will always take priority because those ones have deadlines that we have to meet and all that. So, okay, let's talk. Let's look at questions. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start on TikTok, and just put your questions in the comment section. If you're just joining us for the first time, we have question and Q&A session tonight. Put your questions in the comment section. I'll go through as many as we possibly can. Hello, Ms. Annie, how are you? And get as many questions answered. Someone was asking real quick, are there any immigration updates? There are no updates today. But listen, you never know with USCIS, with the US government. I'm hopeful that, so Biden's here 2 years, right? Biden is Jesu. I can talk. Biden is he's 2 years in now, so he's got 2 more years. Let's knock on wood. Hopefully, Democrats are going to do something. Now, obviously, they don't control the House anymore, but keep in mind, even when they control the House, and they passed all those bills, it got knocked down in the Senate. So let's just see how things go. But for right now, there are no updates in the immigration world to share as far as anything changing, besides the fact that immigration fees may be going up pretty soon. Okay, so let me start on TikTok. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕, please, how do I get my work authorization renewal 540 day? Please help. The 540 days is the receipt notice that USCIS issues to you when you file your work authorization renewal. So it's not something you apply for, it's just automatically sent to you. Now, if you already have a receipt notice that was sent before they made that new change and extension last year, they already said they weren't going to be sending anything new, but that what your current receipt notice and their policy should suffice for you to show your employer that you have that amount of time to work. So it's not something you apply for. It's something that is sent to you by USCIS whenever you extend or you apply for work authorization. Y'all, USCIS has no rhyme or rhythm. So we submitted a VAD case in November, and I have some EADs that are still pending since July of last year. This lady's case, we submitted I think it was the Monday after Thanksgiving is when I think I submitted it. Y'all heard EAD was approved today. I'm happy for my client, but then I'm like, okay, what about the clients waiting like 5, 6, 7 months? So there's no rhyme or reason where, because I just saw a question saying how long is it? There's no rhyme or reason with USCIS. If you go on their website, it's showing about 7 to 8 months. In reality, we're seeing that some of them are being issued faster than others. Even those being, that last in, first out seems like is what they're trying to use their time cycle goes on, which makes absolutely no sense because a lot of people are waiting on their cases or their applications to be approved, or they want to travel, whatever the case may be. Jake Savage, thank you. Let's see. Okay. Thank you for all the hearts on TikTok. I appreciate that. Oh my God, your hair, love it. Oh, I just rebraided my hair. Can you tell? Can y'all tell? And it looks put together or no? It's a little bit put to that side. Y'all should have seen me. I was true story. So I actually had a video recording yesterday when I was rebraiding my hair. But okay, because I was home by myself. And my kids were in. Yesterday was Monday, right? Yeah. It was like, what the hell? Because yesterday was longer because my youngest had his soccer tournament. He plays TJ's everywhere. So he plays high school soccer, and they actually are district winners for district. And he scored. They won 5-0. TJ scored 2 of the 5 goals. So my kid is just in everything. So that's why I was like, okay, because I didn't see him. Instead of his dad splits overnight, I didn't see him from yesterday morning to today. So I was like, okay, yesterday, because none of my kids live with me. I have primary custody of my kids. So it was just odd not to have him at home. But anyway, I had a video recording because my hair is type 4C. And I've got to, before I can rebraid, I got to put oil and detangle. I can't use a comb to detangle my hair. And I always trim my hair every single time that I rebraid and wash and rebraid. Always have to, because it's been sitting in braids at the back and it's got the split ends. So I was recording yesterday and I was watching it over when I was done, and I was just yelling because my it was like pulling my scalp. Thank you. And pulling my scalp, and don't judge. I cuss not a lot. I'm a superstar, and the guy loves. See, what we call football, they call soccer here, but hey, we're just gonna let them be. And whenever and I just sometimes I cuss. That's just what it is. And the video was just filled with a lot of curses. And like, sisi lawyer. So like, okay, that's why I said I can't be a pastor's wife. Because I need to have that. I I have to reserve the right to cuss people when I feel like it. So I watched the videos like, no. It was no, but thank you. It just was. We'll see. We'll make it work one of these days. What state are you located? My office is physically located in Alabama, but if you have an immigration case, we represent immigration clients in all states. If anything outside of federal practice, then I have to. You've got to be in the state of Alabama, or the other state that I'm licensed in is New York. And if it's something that state specifically that I do. Okay, how long is taking an interview after the approval of the paperwork for India? That's based on each embassy or consulate. Can you be mine? Save yourself some trouble. Trust me. Just save yourself some trouble. Thank you. Earth Angel 222. Appreciate that. I got my asylum interview expedited request approved. Congratulations. That is a big deal. Rev Cam, can you share with everyone, if you don't mind sharing, what was the basis of your expedited request? So when should I expect to get an invitation? That's up to them. That's up to your asylum, the asylum office that expedited that. Okay. Let's see. I just saw a bunch of questions. Hold on one second. Okay, wait. I completely. Good evening. How are you? It's been a while indeed. It's been a while. Okay. Let's see. I'm seeking asylum. Can you help? The first step in talking about your case is a paid consultation. We have 3 options: 130 for 30 minutes, 200 for 45 minutes, and then 230 for an hour. One thing that I offer is if you decide to retain my firm within 30 days, not 30 days, but in 15 days from the consultation, we usually extend, it's non-refundable because you get your service, but we usually extend a courtesy credit to the last scheduled payment if you're doing payment plan. So that's the first. And then our number is 334-341-4475. So that'll be the first step you have to take. I don't offer free consultation. This is my version of free. So my 2-year green card will expire by September. How soon can I apply for 10 years? First question I have for you is, are you filing jointly or are you filing a self-petition? Self-petition is abuse-based, extreme hardship, or divorce. So if you are filing jointly with your spouse, then you have to wait the 2 years, and you are eligible to file for your I-751 within 90 days before the second year anniversary of your 2-year conditional residency card. So if you're talking of September, count back to 90 days. I went to law school, so I don't have to do math. So count back 90 days from there. Are you familiar with the 48-month extension for I-751? Is this a good thing? There's nothing to be familiar about. That's just what the policy is. The USC has announced it. That's what it's going to be. And I actually have, it's in my car. I actually have, I think, got 3 today. So they've started issuing them 48 months extension. Keep in mind, however, for those who are filing, for instance, if you filed an I-751 and that was denied, and then you're refiling, understand that the extension starts to count from the expiration date of your 2-year conditional residency card. It's not from when you file a new 751. So whatever that date is on your conditional residency card, that extends that now by 4 years. Immigration judge ordered removal in absentia because I changed my address and didn't get notice. Get yourself an attorney and see if you can file a motion to reopen and based and explain your grounds. I sent you a message. I sent you, this is Omar Luca. I sent you some messages earlier. If you send me messages on TikTok, we don't respond to messages on TikTok. You have to go to Instagram or Facebook. I have over 2,000 messages on TikTok that I just, there's a lady who helps me with my social media a lot. So that's why I always tell people, if you DM me on social media, I'm not the only one who sees it on any social media. The only Facebook, yeah. WhatsApp, no, I'm not. So, because I can't even begin to tell you the kind of craziness that I get. Some people will send you photos of their body parts, and they're like, obviously, I'm going to block people like that. But my girl gets a kick out of it because she's like, I'll be damned. Do they know this is a law firm? Like, wow. Here you go. But if it's on TikTok, you will have to send me a message on Instagram, because that's where I would respond, or Lydia would respond, or on WhatsApp 334-341-4475, or on what's it called, Facebook, or send me an email. My email is right across the screen. That's my personal email, aos@olalayalawfirm.com. I've had her also help me my emails, because there's some emails that she can answer on my behalf. But if not, somebody, and you can call our office as well. There are different ways by which you can contact us, and we will be happy to help you out. Let's see. Can I adopt my I'm assuming you mean 5-year-old nephew who is currently on F1 visa? You got to sit down and talk to a lawyer about that. It depends. Are you a citizen? Are you a green card holder? On what basis are you adopting? Is it an orphan adoption? Is it family-based petition adoption? There are different options. No pun intended, that you can explore. How can a sponsor check to see if the case has a co-sponsor added? Added to what? Can I talk to you after the live program? You can call my office, and you can't talk to me after the live, but you can text us. Lydia will respond, and sometimes I respond. It depends. I may respond. If it's me responding, I usually just respond without my name. But if it's Lydia, she will put her name. But if you need to discuss your case, you would have to set up a proper paid consultation. What does it mean if USCIS needs evidence of I-963? Oh, you made I-693 till March only. I have to send medical. If that's the only thing that you have, that means you have a pending I-485. And if they sent you an RFE just for that, that is, knock on wood, disclaimer, general information, but that is an indication that most likely they're going to waive an interview in your case, and your case will be approved once you send that in. How long after biometrics can you expect work permit? I've said this several times, people. Work permit and biometrics sometimes is coincidental, but it doesn't really have anything. I have E80s being issued without fingerprints on them. That should tell you that your EAD is not dependent on when you have your biometrics done. So sometimes it's just coincidental that you have your work permit issued right after you have your biometrics done. It's not something that is necessary for your EAD. If you look at your biometrics appointment, for the most part, you may even just see that I-485 is the only application form number listed on it. Most of them don't even have 765 listed because it's not usually required. EADs are issued without a fingerprint, but so it doesn't have anything to do with that for the most part. Can an embassy deny immigrant visa to U.S. citizen spouse if there's a basis to deny? Yes, they can. U.S. visa, it's not an entitlement. It's a privilege, and that's just what it is. Yeah, type 4C is no baby joke. It's not. It's not. It's like, hello. It's like, y'all imagine trying to comb through wire. Yeah, it's, I buy like big jars of hair conditioner, and my hair is, I'm a black girl. My hair is kinky hair, so I've got to find those really dense African conditioners that can help us. Thank you, Jesus, for those who are making those. And I make my own moisturizer. I've made my own body moisturizer for, how old is TJ? 12 years? Over 12 years. Because he's got a very, very sensitive skin. So when he was born, there was nothing we tried over the counter that didn't break it. He had eyes, he had all kinds. So I had to get on YouTube the things we do for our kids. Get on YouTube is like, okay, there's got to be something that can help this kid's skin. And so I started watching YouTube videos of body butter and whipped cocoa butter. And so for almost 13 years, I've been making my own. If you go on my Instagram pages, I actually have a video of making my own moisturizer. And my moisturizer, you can actually use it from head to toe because it's got cocoa butter, coconut oil, or olive oil. I put some essential oil depending on and who wants, and because I make it for everybody. But what else do I put in it? Shea butter. It's just very rich, and yeah, I got many talents. Okay. My sister has advanced parole through adjustment of status. While waiting for her vow, can she travel? Generally, yes. But I don't know anything about her past history, so I can't say she can or not. But generally, if you have an advanced parole that's valid, you can. I sent a message via WhatsApp, and I was told by Lydia questions had to be sent to TikTok. It's not how she's going to tell you that. What is your username? Send me a DM on Instagram, and or send me a text to our number 334-341-4475. And I have all the WhatsApp. I can actually check it now. Hold on, because she uses her phone. I can pull up. Let me see if I can still pull up WhatsApp. What's your Pauline Dreden? What is your username? Or give me your area code, just the area code of your area code on WhatsApp. Let me sign in real quick. I haven't signed in this darn thing. No. Let me see what y'all been doing on WhatsApp. My mom always called it WhatsApp. My mom called it WhatsApp. Give me your area code and the day you texted, because if she said TikTok, then definitely that's an error. But there's no how we would send you to TikTok. So Pauline, give me your area code. Can green card holders file for their spouse, or should I focus on citizenship? Green card holders can file for their spouses, but if you're looking for your spouse to adjust status in the United States and they've overstayed, then they will not get the green card until you become a citizen. If your spouse is still in valid non-immigrant status and you're a green card holder, then they will be able to adjust their status. So it will just depend. Okay, let's see. How can a sponsor verify that his co-sponsor is assigned to the green card holder's file in case you're not completing your question? Temple Pure Hair cannot file for citizenship while my I-751 is pending. I have 24-month extension, and I'm due for citizenship. If you are already due either based on 3 years as a permanent resident or 5 year, then you can go ahead and file for citizenship while your case is pending. What does it mean when immigration says they're reviewing your case? That's just what it means. They're reviewing your case. Can you file for, okay, hold on. TikTok has some. Can you file for client in Houston? Yes, we represent immigration clients in any state. I've said that, but we get that question every single day, and I understand. But we represent immigration clients in every single state. Immigration is federal practice, so as long as a lawyer is licensed in one state, it can represent you in any state. Thank you, TLC Connect. Oh, you're on TikTok today. You already answered. Yes, she represents clients in all 50 states. Immigration clients. Emphasis on immigration. Emphasis on immigration. I filed for asylum case since 2016. When do you think I will be called for interview? Hopefully soon. But there's a lot of backlogs, and that's because they're prioritizing cases being filed by people from Afghanistan and Ukraine. So, but you can always try to expedite your case. It's a 50-50 chance. I always tell people, just see. Okay. Pauline, you said 941. I don't need this one because it's been a while that 941 area code. What day was that? I don't see anything. How long ago was that, Pauline? I don't see anything here from a 941 where, because one thing I have in my firm is for those who work with me, we as a system is set up where when you send us messages, we'll link it if it has a name that is, if it's a client's name that we already represent, it links it and it would automatically flag it, and then we know that we're downloading and it becomes part of your file. But if someone also is, so I tell them nobody deletes anything until I tell you to delete. So my point is I'm able to see whatever anyone is saying, but I don't see anywhere where, but send me a text either to on WhatsApp. Now, if you call, maybe that's what you're saying, that we don't do calls, because I use WhatsApp for those who make that special request for video calls. Our WhatsApp is solely for text messages. It helps to centralize things when you have a system that works. It's, if you have things ongoing everywhere, it doesn't make any sense to write, because I practice law, but I also run a business. You've got to have a system that works for your business. So our WhatsApp is solely, maybe that's what you're talking about. We don't take calls on WhatsApp. She answers messages on WhatsApp, but as far as calls, you would have to call the direct line. That's the one thing I know that it would be the case. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, see, that's the thing. That's what she said, to call. And I see that you just sent the text because I just got a notification. Let me text her not to respond to, but she may respond to you while we're on here. But there's nothing on your case that says call TikTok. And this was, the last I see here was back in 2022. No, in 2023, whatever. Let us know how we can help you, Pauline. We'll be happy to help you, okay? All right, let me go to Facebook and then I'll come to TikTok. See, it's a lot of questions. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I found Vala, and in the forms they put my mailing address on it. So what I'm good evening, Mr. Kobina. How are you? Um, Mr. Kobina, can you confirm that you got the email that I got today as well from Miss B? Confirm that for me. Um, Faith. I'm just going to say Faith. If you have a full name, because I was something came up, and what I need to do is, if you have a full name and you put your full name, I'm not going to put it up on Facebook or YouTube, just for your own safety. If your question has to do with either an I-751 abuse case or VAR case, and yeah, I would, yeah. So we're not going to do that. So if I don't put your question on the screen and it's related to VAR, it's because I'm looking at your full name, and I would rather not put it on the screen. Hope that y'all understand that. However, and they put my mailing address on. My question is, will USCI send a notice or receipt on my EAD to my mailing address or to my lawyer's address? Because I'm asking my lawyer if I can put their mailing address instead of mine. Every single VAR client that I represent, as well as every single I-751 abuse-based client that I represent, my office is their mailing address. That's intentional, and that's because under the G28 form, we have the option, and even in the VAR petition, it says your safe mailing address. I'd rather not risk anyone, especially when I have clients who are still legally married or still living in the same house with their spouses, have access to their information. We go a step further in my firm. Whenever we get notices, EAD, anything that I have to physically mail to you, I don't care if I have your mailing address and you've given it to me 200 times. Before I mail out anything, for anybody in my firm mails out anything to you as a VAR petitioner and as an I-751 abuse-based petitioner, we would always send you an email or a text saying, verify the address we're sending it to. And I sometimes be like, well, you have my address on file. I know. I'm sending you something, and I need you to verify that this is where we need to send it. You have to give me that. And that is just for safety. I don't think you can ever be too careful. So let's say all that to say this. That's how I operate. My clients don't have to ask me to use my mailing address and my office address as the mailing address in the VAR case. So talk to your lawyer and see what you guys can work out. I'm a green card holder. My wife came July 2022. When can she apply for citizenship? Your wife cannot. Are you applying for your filing for your wife? Or is your wife a green card holder? You have to have a green card before you can apply for citizenship. She has a 10-year. Okay, she has a 10-year green card. She will have to wait 5 years because you're not a citizen. So both of you would have to wait 5 years. Neither of the two of you is a citizen yet. After submitting an RFP for more than, okay, this is not related. Kwame says, after submitting an RFP for more proof of financial support, my portal says 5 months to make a decision. What does this mean? It's a marriage-based case. I have submitted my medicals already. It just means I don't know what portal you're looking at, but giving you an estimate how long it's going to take. Then that doesn't mean that your case is going to be approved at that specific time frame. Okay. BO, okay, so you don't have your full name. Okay, that's good. BO says, can a FOIA on my citizen spouse for my vow make the process longer? Why do you need a FOIA on your citizen spouse? Do you have the consent of that citizen spouse to do a FOIA on them? So I'm just gonna leave that alone. Hello, best Casey. How are you? It's been a while. Where have you been? Okay, Dirty Uptown. Okay, I love your username. Sending my vow. What's the next step? I have not received any receipt notice. If it makes you feel better, I'm just received today. I just received the last batch of cases that I filed the first week of December. So that's 2 months. So it depends on Dirty Uptown. When did you file it? And I would say, y'all, we immigrants are some of the most impatient people in the entire world. Entire world. Let's call it spade a spade. I raised my hand for being absent when Jesus was giving people patience. But you've got to be patient. You've got to be patient. Because if you don't know how to be patient, USCIS will teach you how to be patient. And in being in so much hurry, you make errors. Just saying. So just be patient, okay? Okay, let's see. Great question here. Let me go back there. Good evening, Miss Wallace. What's the update? Give me an update. Lala and I don't know if that's your full name. Must the valid applicant receive a prima facie to get approved? Short answer, no. You can have a prima facie determination issued to you several times and still have your case denied. And you can have, and you may not get any prima facie determination issued to you and have your case approved. Asking for a friend. Does one need to worry after over 1 month of attending? Enough. Okay, what happened to my internet on Facebook? All right. Good evening. How are you? Hakeem Giwa. How long will it take to receive employment authorization after fingerprinting? I just said it earlier on. It's not one is they're mutually exclusive, but sometimes it goes hand in hand. But that you can actually have your EAD without your fingerprints on them. Natasha responded to an RFE for an I-130 over 184 days ago. It's a number for not getting a decision on the case that long. There's nothing that is not normal with USCIS right now. Okay, Mr. Coben, you got the email. Perfect. All right, let's see. Okay, you talk to them and the response is a valid case. So basically, they will send it to your office instead of your mailing address. No, they let me even tell you what USCIS is doing, which is driving me up the wall. Because of, and that may be the drawback with that, because of using my office address as a mailing address rather than the good people, because I was going to say something else, that they employ at the front in their mail room in USCIS, take time to look at, okay, that's a safe mailing address, but for scheduling biometrics, they have to use a physical residence of the client, right? No, they still put it sometimes, not all the time, but I've had 2 cases happen now. They will use my office address, which is my valid client safe mailing address, to schedule biometrics. So I had a client who lives in Indiana, and they scheduled the biometrics in Birmingham and Alabama. And I'm thinking, like, who are this God-fearing people they employ at the mail in USCIS? Who are these people? But a tip for you guys, and I tell my clients this. I had a client who I told they should like, that's not going to happen. I'm like, I've been practicing immigration for 10 years. But go ahead and tell. If it doesn't happen the way I tell you it's going to happen, then that's okay. I stand to be corrected. Nobody knows everything. But what you can do when USCIS, in a case where USCIS wrongly schedules your biometrics for a different application center from either from the city or the state you're living far away, you can go to the nearest application center. Biometrics, but USCIS made an error and scheduled my case in another state that I don't live in, but this is my notice. 99% of the time, they will take your prints and be done with it. The more you know. Okay. Jennifer, I just answered your question even before I looked at it. That's what you can do, Jennifer. I hope you're listening. It's me, Jay. Can a prima facie approval be used in immigration courts to ask for relief from removal proceedings? It's not. So the relief that you can seek, and relief is just basically what is your defense to removability. The relief you can seek using a prima facie determination is to show that you have your USCIS has determined that you have a prima facie case and you're seeking to terminate proceedings. So that is your relief is going to be termination of proceedings. And then once that's done, you're going to be able to deal with USCIS. So I do that all the time. Jennifer, that's what I would suggest for you to do, and come back and let me know if that works for you. But 99% of the time, it's clients have been able to do that. I haven't had another client who actually lives in Massachusetts. That's the one who told me that she called USCIS and they said, no, you cannot do that. Like, listen, what does people know? Just ignore them. On the date and time, please go. And you tell me if they let you in or not. Okay. So, and she called me, was it yesterday morning? No, she emailed me yesterday morning. She goes, okay, you're right. I just got my biometrics. I'm like, haha. See, and you wanted to fly down to Birmingham. Like, come on. Gotta trust your lawyer sometimes. Well, I mean, I can understand the worries. Do I need to? Yeah, Miss Wallace, what is the update? Send me a message. Let me know what's the update on that stuff. Do I need to wait for receipt notice before I change my physical and mailing address? It will be advisable because you would need your receipt. I know it's the anxiety, and I understand the anxiety of, okay, what the heck is this lawyer talking about? Like, they scheduled me for wrong, but shouldn't. And just to be clear, I still will, if it's a violated case, which is what they've been doing, I still will email the Monterey Center like, hey, y'all crazy people who have no clue what the hell you're doing over there. Do y'all realize a mailing address is not physical residence? And just be on the safe side, just in case. So I'll still send an email to them like, hey, reschedule. But most of the time, the client gets they take the client in. I think the application centers themselves probably have come to realize that they're making a lot of errors and they're just in fuss. And so that's what I always say. Do that, reschedule. If it's a regular case, call the USCIS number, but attempt to go to your application support center and see if they'll let you in as long as it's the same date and time. Let's see. Okay. All right, let me go to Instagram and call it a night. You're a big help to everyone and everyone. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Faith. I'm glad I could answer some of your questions. Okay, let's see. I'll talk to my Instagram folks here. Good evening to you as well. My day was good. Thank you for asking. Very, very busy and hectic. And well, sometimes in your mobile because today was one of those days. So you know that your day is it's one of those days when you take off your heels and you put on flats because you know those heels are just not working. And I've got to, like, I need to, yeah. It was one of those days, but it's all good. Okay. Let's see. Good evening, Mr. Shido. How are you? I actually sent you an email, so you should have received my email by now. If you apply for authorization, how long does it take to get work permit approved? I think I already answered that question, Shemu. So I've answered that question several times, and I've also explained. Let's see. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I just jumped a lot of questions, so let me go back. Tensi, like this tech thing, I don't do tech stuff. So let me try that again. What the heck? What did I press? Oh well. Well, I just stop for where I am. Yeah, Biden's got 2 more years. Yes, 2024. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. That's all. I filed for asylum since 2016 and I have not been caught. I just saw you on. Did I just see you on Facebook? Did I not just say this question? Yeah. Hey, I ain't mad at you if you're watching from 2 different platforms. Hey, at least knock yourself out. How long does it take to get an interview decision after mailing medicals to USCIS? Should I be worried since I have not seen a status update that my medicals has been received? So congratulations. That means your VAV case was approved. And also you getting RFE for the I-693 is indication 99.9. I ain't going to say 100% because I'm a lawyer, but 99.9% you're not going to be having an interview. If they sent you an RFE for your medical, then and you've sent it in my firm, I see that whenever we're sending the response, we usually get an I-45 status update changed to we approved your, we ordered your new card. The longest I have seen, based on my cases, is 30 days from when USCIS gets it. I don't know how long it's been for you, but that's the longest I have seen in my firm. So I cannot talk about someone else's case, but it's pretty quick. Whenever they have an RFE that we send in for employment-based green card applications, longest I've seen is 3 weeks. So amen. Thank you, Master Pigs. I appreciate the prayer. Hello, Miss Gill. How are you? Happy Tuesday to you as well. Oh, no, you did not. I don't think you did. We're just doing questions today. Okay. Yes, Mr. Shooter, I already responded to your email, and my response is the same email response I gave you the last time. Okay, let's see. Can anyone living in Nigeria have a conversation with anyone? Can have a conversation with me as long as they pay to have the conversation. I don't offer free consultation. So if you're willing to pay, but if the conversation is about them relocating, I don't provide avenues to relocate to the United States. I don't. I tell people upfront, don't bother wasting your money. I can provide avenues to immigrate. But if you want to talk about, I have questions about your pending case, I want to talk about ask questions outside of this forum, then that's what the consultation is for. So it doesn't matter what the person is. We have lots of clients that we do embassy processing, consulate processing for as well. So Ola from Houston as well. Timmy Jacque says, I filed my 765. After filing, can I expedite? You can expedite anything with USCIS as long as you have, strong reasons for expediting. It's September. Yes. Our case is pending since July. You're still good. Can I file my 751 when my divorce is still in process? If you're filing, Mr. Sheet, if you're filing based on divorce, your divorce has to be final for them to give you, to actually give you your 10-year green card based on divorce. So it depends on how long you think your divorce is going to take. If it's an uncontested divorce, then you'll be able to have a time frame for that. Need a discount. No, I cannot jump by you. No. Is there a discount for consultation for students? We just finished. Well, y'all people, we just finished an entire month in the month of January for a 30 minutes discount of $100 for 30 minutes for the whole month. Huh? Just asking. Okay, let's see. If I get my work permit awaiting green card interview, if I don't have work history under my name, will it affect me being approved for green card? If you don't have work permit, you can't work, so that's not going to have any issue, any problem with that. Is there a special number for congressmen to reach into immigration? I called my congressman today and was told immigration told them my interview has been waived. If they told you that, then I mean they have a way. That's what there's the option of congressional assistance, because they can reach, is a federal agency and they are federal representatives, so they're able to, and that's why each of them has the option on their website for you to request assistance with federal agency, aka USCIS or any other federal agency. So if they told you that, believe it. You've got to believe it. You've got to believe it. Believe it and see it come to pass. Okay, let's see. What does the what is written under the butterfly? What's written under the butterfly? What but oh oh, what's written under the butterfly? It is, I don't know if y'all can see it. It's Psalm 23. It's looking upside down and complete. It's Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That's what I have. I was wondering, like, what's reading under the what butterfly? Okay. Okay. Sorry, that skipped my mind. Does the I-130 petition expedite when your spouse becomes a U.S. citizen? How we will know it's updated? No, they're not automatically going to update you. Once your spouse becomes a citizen, you have to inform USCIS, because then they go from preference category beneficiary to an immediate relative. So whether or not that's going to change the processing time, you can go on USCIS processing times and then see what the time frame it's taking them for to process each one. Let's see. If you stay in another state from your spouse, but she comes visiting regularly, what are your chances of getting approved for green card after the interview? I think I know who this is. I've had cases approved where the spouses are living in different states, but that's because one is working in one state, the other is working in a different state. One is going to school in one state, and the other one, is working in another state. But then we've had to reach a compromise where they are visiting regularly as much as they can. USCIS just wants to know that there's some reasonable explanation of why you and your spouse are not living together. Now, it's always advisable for you to live together. But if your I-130 petition is approved, or you you've had your interview, and your I-45 is yet to be approved, and somehow you guys stop living together for whatever the reason is, do y'all know that USCIS cannot, solely based on the fact that you're not living together, hey, Miss Pope, solely based on the fact that you're not living together, cannot deny your adjustment of status application because you no longer live with your wife. So on that sole basis, as long as you've submitted evidence that at the inception of the marriage, that marriage was your intention was in good faith, and as long as the marriage it remains viable. By viable, it means that you guys have not divorced. The marriage has not been terminated. I know it's a whole lot, but yeah. Let's see. So I have to get up soon. If your biometric scheduling state that you're not in, what can you do? That's what I just said. You can show up on the day and time. If you file VAR concurrently, what is the difference of C9 and C31? Great question, and I've done a video on this. Thank you, Tutuola. So C9 EAD, C9 category EAD is attached to an I-485. That is a C9 EAD is an EAD work permit you can file as long as you have paid your fees or you've asked for fee to be waived based on a pending I-485. So it's an adjustment of status EAD category. A C31 is, and I think we put a post up today. There's an actually post that I got a C31 EAD for a client. A C31 is attached to a VAR approval that can only be issued once you have your VAR petition approved. If you are indicated in your I-360 when you file that upon approval for you to be issued an employment authorization card, then sometimes half of the time, in my case, you get in a notification under your VAR receipt number stating that we ordered your new card. Under the VAR number is basically indication that your VAR petition has been approved, because a C31 EAD can only be issued once you have your VAR petition approved. If you file a VAR petition and you filed a concurrent I-765, and you selected a C31, you are going to be waiting for the same duration of time that is going to take USCIS to adjudicate your VAR petition, because a C31 cannot be issued until they have adjudicated your VAR petition. So I hope that helps. Okay. All right. So, okay, people. That's all I can take. Hi, TJ's mom. True Will. Is that Will or his mama? Callie, is that you? Callie. Or is that Will? If you don't know TJ by now, then you must be living under the rock. TJ is my baby. I want to do a K1 visa for my boyfriend in Jamaica. What is the time? Wait, what I'm seeing actually with newly filed, USCIS has no rhyme or rhythm. I've got K1 petitions, or high 129F petitions pending for up to a year. Then I got Mr. Shiru, I've said it before, but you keep coming back. You have to make a new consultation. If you haven't retained my services in 3 months, that's you haven't become a client, you have to pay for a new contract. There's just no way around it. There's no way around it. That's what my policy is. There's no getting around that. So is that you? Is that Callie? Or hey, True Will. Callie, is that you or hey, Steve? Steve, are you still on? Oh, now I'm going to stay a little bit longer. It's Will. Hey, Will, how are you? Will is one of my TJ's bestest friends. Um, say hi to your mom, okay? Steve. Okay, so Steve Boyd. If y'all remember on Thursday, I talked about Steve. Okay, good to know, Will. Say hi to your mama. If you remember, I talked on Thursday about Steve Boyd. Okay, that is, I call him my work husband. Um, if we were married, we couldn't aggravate each other anymore, any worse than we do. But if you ever need an attorney, obviously, I'm going to tell you that I'm better than he is when it comes to criminal defense. It is what it is, right, Steve? But if you ever need a criminal attorney, hopefully not, in the state of Alabama, and you need somebody who's who's gonna really just make you the DA real mad, Steve is your guy. Like I'm thinking of last week. I wish I could say what happened last week, but I can't. Um, but yeah. But anyway, thanks for joining. All right, people. Thank you all for joining me. I really do appreciate that each and every time. Once again, if we can help you, if we can help you with your immigration case, our number is 334-341-4475. Visit our website at olalayelawfirm.com. If you go on my page, like, so my personal Facebook page is Bisola Samuel, because that's my legal name. Well, that's my divorce, so that's my name. But Olale is my married name, which is my legal name. But you see Steve on my page. He's crazy. He's crazy. There's some people in your life where y'all can fight, but then you can't stay mad at each other for too long. Well, anyway, all right, people. Thank you so much for joining me. If we can help you with your case, please. If you need to set up a consultation, it's 30 minutes. 130 for 30 minutes, 200 for 45 minutes, and 230 for an hour. And we usually credit that towards your attorney fees if retained within 15 days from the consultation. I sincerely do appreciate each and every one of you every single time. And let me just share something with you guys real quick. Today started out not the greatest day. I had some people who were, I'm very given, and I'm extremely passionate, and Steve can tell you that. I'm extremely passionate about everything that I do when it comes to representing people. I have I'm also a deputy attorney general for the state of Alabama when it comes to DHR services for Greene County. And when it comes to representing people and just being an advocate, I don't take it for granted. I don't know how to hide my feelings. I wear my emotions on my sleeves. So when I go above and beyond for someone and they come back and they just throw that back in your face, that can rock your boat and just ruffle your feathers sometimes. But that's why whenever I get up in the morning, I try to post something personal or something inspirational, because I go back on my page too and I just remind myself of that and say, you know what? You cannot give anyone the power to dictate how your day is going to be. You put it at the altar of grace and just ask for strength. As yes, it's eternal for real. But I have to remind myself I cannot let that affect what I have to do for many, many other people who for instance, someone left us a 1-star review on Google. Never been represented ever. Not even one day have I represented this person ever in my life. But because I did not, they felt I should have called them back the same day they called my office. And so they went on Google and decided, and I'm thinking, I've never even represented you before. But that's why you have to put your faith in higher power, not on what man's report is. And that's why when you know that God is your strength and God is the one you depend on to speak on your behalf, you don't worry about, obviously you want, things that are not true affect you, but you have to remind yourself that this too shall pass, but no one is going to steal my joy. And so I try to just encourage everyone else that we all have days. Listen, I come here and I smile all the time, but I have some days like, and Steve Boy will tell you, like, I could be, I could be something. I could be something. I could be something. But then I remind myself that the joy of the Lord is my strength, and that no one has the power. No one can take my joy without my consent. No one can deprive me of happiness. No one can deprive me of peace without my consent. And as long as I know that God is the one who gives us strength, and He's able to turn impossibilities to possibilities, then we keep going. So I leave that with you tonight, and know that no matter how difficult it looks, it may be hard, but it is not impossible with God. To us, it's hard, but it's not impossible with God. So just keep going, keep believing. Let's just keep going. No matter what the naysayers say, no matter how they try to bring you down. There are a lot of people who want to be you. They want to be in the position you're in. They cannot. The next best thing they can do is to bring you down. If try as much as you can, that they're determined that you cannot let them bring you down without your consent. And keep going. Let's just keep going. There's a lot that can discourage. I had someone today that I spoke with and says, you know what, Sister Loy, I'm just going back home. And I said, no, you're not. No, you're not. There's someone I met a year ago who said, you know what, Sister Loy, I'm going para Lole. She has a green card today. It's just the storm is roughest when you're nearest your breakthrough. The storm is roughest when you're nearest your breakthrough. There's everything that comes against you just to discourage you when that breakthrough is at hand's reach. Just keep going, and know that God hasn't brought you this far to disappoint you. He hasn't brought you this far to watch you fail. He hasn't brought you this far to allow your enemies to triumph over you. But He has brought you this far because you would rise, and your enemies would have the front seat, and they will be able to witness the elevation God will put in your life. All right, people, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.